When they say, okay, hi, what's your purpose of travel to the US? You say Harvard. For an F1 visa interview, the two things that are the most important are your academics and your finances.
Ben, why are F1 visa interviews unique? I know there's so many visa types, but what makes this one unique? What do people need to know that's special about this?
Well, the F1 visa, it's unique because it's got a very specific purpose, right? Which is to go to a university in the US or a high school or a postgrad or a language training school to go to school in the US. A B1, B2 visa, it's really open-ended. You come in, you say you're going to go to Disney, you're going to go to business meetings, you're going to go to a trade show, you're going to go visit family. It's really open-ended. But the F1 visa interview is very targeted because you've got a specific purpose. That helps us, but it also kind of put some boundaries on what we're going to be able to do in the interview. It helps us because we know this is exactly what the visa officer is interested in, right? You walk in, you've got your I-20 form, says the name of a university, a program, a duration, right? You're really clear about what you're going to be telling them. And they're not going to be surprised about what you're telling them because it's, yes, I'm going to school. I'm going to study this for this long. This is how I'm going to pay for it, right? So they're expecting you to give them that information. So you've kind of got these guardrails on that kind of really do let you target in on what's important. And for an F1 visa interview, the two things that are the most important are your academics and your finances. For 90% of people out there, those are going to be the two important things. If you've had a visa interaction in the past and maybe you've gotten refused or you have a family member that's immigrated, that might be that 10% that's got a different thing that might be the important part of the interview. But for most people, it's going to be your academics and finances. And the academics and finances could be, one could be strong, both could be strong, the other could be strong, and one's weak. You need to identify, okay, where's your strong point there? Is it your academics? Have you been admitted to a school with a great reputation, with strict entrance standards? Is it a higher level degree, a master's or PhD, where you can really highlight your academics? Or if you're going to a school that might not be so well known, do you have great financials to be able to support yourself? Is that what you want to focus on? Your personal financials, your families? You've kind of got those two things that you can balance out and decide how you're going to present your best self in front of the visa officer.
Awesome. And with academics, does that mean like just the admit and the quality of the university that they're going to? Is that what you mean by academics?
Yeah, it can be. So let's say, I'll give some examples. Some great academics would be if you've been admitted to Harvard, right? If you're going to Harvard for undergrad, you've been admitted to, the most famous, most prestigious university in the US. That's the thing that you want to say at the very beginning of the interview. When they say, okay, hi, what's your purpose of travel to the US? You say Harvard. I am going to Harvard, right? You want that to be the first thing that they hear. But it could be, okay, you're going to go to University of Indiana for a PhD in linguistics. Okay, University of Indiana, it's a well-known state school. It's not Harvard, but it's a well-known state school. But you want them to know you've reached that level of a PhD. You've reached that high level. You're a very qualified student. If you've got a fully funded program, right, that shows that the school has recognized your academic excellence to the degree that they're going to fund your entire studies, right? So it could be a number of things, right? It could be that if you're going for undergrad at a university that's, we'll say mid-tier, you want to highlight that, how hard did you work to do that? Did you excel in your studies up until then? Did you get any awards? Were you honored in any way, right? Anything that you can do to show your bona fides as a student is going to help you.
Yeah, all those credentials. I love it.